Over 12 weeks in 6 cities, 725 athletes captured our imagination.
Age might slow you down, but it won't stop you if you just keep forging ahead.
Come on, Miles Avery!
They shared their stories.
I wanted to participate in American Ninja Warrior from the very first season.
Wow! Only 21 years old!
And invited us upon their remarkable journeys.
I just felt like everything I was going through, I had to fight by myself.
Look at the smile on his face. That says it all after the year he's had.
These are the moments that brought us to our feet.
Sam Sand is coming! Oh my goodness! I am getting chills! Wow!
And touched our hearts.
When I saw my wife sitting right there, there was just this overwhelming sense of love that I felt.
These are the top moments of Season 7.
He's done it! He's doing it!
Of American Ninja Warrior.
Hit that buzzer! Whoa! One of the greatest performances I've ever seen. Welcome to Las Vegas. We're just off the legendary strip building all 4 stages of Mount Midoriyama. Getting ready for one of the biggest sporting events of the year, the National Finals of American Ninja Warrior. Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Iseman here with former NFL defensive end Akbar, Gbaja-Biamila, and the excitement is building because in 1 week it all begins on the course right in front of us.
And it is going to be big, Matt. 100 of the very best ninja athletes will be here, and when they see the changes we made to these courses, it is going to make their heads spin. Stage 1 alone has 3 brand new, incredibly difficult obstacles, and of course, we'll also see some old favorites like the jumping spider. Stage 2, which was so difficult last year, has something called Roulette Row. That's going to be a killer. Stage 3 will have 3 new obstacles. Our testers are dialing in the difficulty, and they are going to be fun to watch.
And looming over all of it is the Stage 4 tower. If someone makes it that far, they could take home $1 million. It's never happened, but this could be the year. Tonight, we're showing you some of the people to watch for in the finals and reliving some of the best moments from the season. The numbers are all record-breaking. More than 40,000 applicants, with 725 competitors getting on the course. And of that, 470 were rookies.
He has got the Houston crowd behind him.
And the new faces were impressive from the start. 21-year-old opera singer Daniel Gill put up the fastest time in Houston qualifying. And he is blowing away this course. John Alexis Jr. made a big first impression. At 6'6", he's one of the tallest competitors ever. And he put up the fastest time in Orlando qualifying. In Pittsburgh, Mike Myers, the civil engineer, had a breakout performance. Mike Myers, excellent! And in Venice, when the course looked impossible, he's got it! Rookie Alvaro Campos figured it out and became the first finisher of the night. And it wasn't just great performances, it was great personalities. This guy is a bundle of energy. Flight attendant Grant McCartney's enthusiasm made him a breakout star. There was an impressive class of rookies for our military episode. And there are those magic fingers again, including Air Force vet Justin Gilski, who introduced us to his good luck charm known as the Magic Fingers.
I got the magic fingers!
And not all the rookies were young guys. Tremendous performance out of Steve Martin. 44-year-old ironworker Steve Martin scaled new heights and earned his spot in Vegas. Wow! Akbar, what a year it was for rookies, as a whopping 35 of them earned a spot here at the National Finals.
You know, Matt, some of these rookies have legit skills, and I can see a couple of them going far in this competition.
Well, one of the most impressive, Nicholas Coolidge, who made a big impression in many ways at the Venice City Finals. Up next on the course, the always exciting Nicholas Coolidge. You may remember him from his impressive debut in qualifying or from the fact that he lives in his van. But that's just the beginning of his unique lifestyle.
All right, so we're on our way to the dump store. Where all the food is free 99. When I first tell people that the majority of my food is taken out of a dumpster, they give me that eye like, I've never eaten anything that you make. All of the food in the stores are packaged and over-packaged, and then when it's thrown away, it's put inside of a plastic bag that's then in another plastic bag. So really, the food doesn't come anywhere close to contact with a dumpster at all. When I first went dumpster diving, I met somebody there that told me 3 rules. He said, rule 1, first come, first serve. Second rule, leave the place cleaner than when you found it. And the third rule is don't take more than you can eat.
So here's a thing of yogurt they threw away, and the only reason it's in the trash is because there's a little crack in the lid.
Living this way allows me to save money and pursue acrobatics, and now American Ninja Warrior.
The seal is still perfectly airtight. In fact, it's still cold.
One dive could keep me fed for a week.
Not bad.
Well, I support his conservation efforts, but not sure I want to join him for dinner. He's got his dad, Paul, his training partner, Travis, and some other friends here.
Let's go, Nick. You got this, man.
I gotta say, Akbar, after watching this guy in qualifying, this is one of the runs I'm most looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, the crowd's getting antsy. They know there's only 2 athletes left. They want to see someone finish this course.
Coolidge was faster than any other rookie in qualifying. Works part-time in acrobat shows. Flies through, and now, whoa! Just sprints across the tilting table.
Coolidge has turned up the just now. The yogurt from the dumpster must have been high in protein. Come on.
Slows down a little for the third hoop, but remains cool. Nothing seems to rattle this rookie.
Swing when you're comfortable.
Oh, barely made it.
Now here it is, the hourglass drop. Can he do it again?
Coolidge has lots of experience with trampolines. Had no problem with this obstacle in qualifying.
See, he's looking down at the trampoline, and then over at the bridge, he knows where he wants to hit it. There it is.
So smooth on the trampoline. This is one of the strongest rookies we've seen, Akbar.
So he's punched his ticket to Las Vegas, but he wants to see how far he can go on this course.
And no problem over the wall and on to the final 4 obstacles. I gotta say, I've just rarely seen a rookie with such confidence. This guy is Mr. Cool. 5'10", 160, seems purpose-built for American Ninja Warrior, but this will be his first time on the salmon ladder in competition. And right up onto the bar.
And this is just the first of these grueling upper body obstacles. Wow, you can see his brachioradialis just flex right there. His back muscle, his rhomboids.
Whatever diet plan he's on from those dumpster dives sure is working. I like the way he's using his body mass there and momentum.
Absolutely, that body momentum makes the weight a little lighter. Now can he use that same technique on a heavier dive? Look at that. Body technique, swing and roll, and swing and roll.
Going for the dismount now.
I'm gonna dismount this thing, I'm out of here.
Oh my goodness, he made that look easy. Trying to plot his path across the clear climb. Only David Campbell has made it past tonight.
If you complete the finals round here in Venice, it gives you so much confidence and swag going into Las Vegas.
Well, he is moving like an experienced veteran, so
He's a
confident.
rookie. He's a rookie.
Truly impressive. Nicholas Coolidge is one of the strongest performers we've seen all season on American Ninja Warrior.
And he's going through the clear climb faster than anyone we've seen. He went there faster than David Campbell.
Said he felt his whole life has led to American Ninja Warrior. Well, he's right. Can Coolidge become the night's first finisher? A little different here, the invisible ladder now. All upper body.
We saw David Campbell get very close just a few minutes ago, but it is so taxing.
Will the first person to complete this Venice Finals course be a rookie? We'll know in 30 feet. Here we go.
Can't let go. Now remember here, the technique here is you want to go slow and steady. There you go, curl it up, curl it up.
Look at that.
Can't let go or that rope will go.
Truly impressive.
This is it.
The strength in Nicholas Coolidge.
What did I tell you about Nick Coolidge? He wants to make it all the way to the top.
Unbelievable.
This gives him extreme confidence going to Las Vegas.
5 feet of
He's doing more than punching his ticket.
He's
Keep
gonna do
going.
it.
Keep going.
We've got it,
Keep
Akbar.
going. We've got our finisher.
Our first finisher of Venice is a rookie. Nicholas Coolidge, the first to complete the Venice Finals course.
I see you there.
And after so much struggling and qualifying and here in the finals, we finally have our first glimpse of success, a rookie. It's Nicholas Coolidge. Coolidge is definitely on my list of rookies to watch, along with another guy who went far in Venice, Grant McCartney, plus Brendan Couvreau, one of only 3 to finish the finals course in Kansas City, Daniel Gill, who was the fastest in Houston qualifying, and Sean Darling-Hammond, who made it to the 9th obstacle in the Pittsburgh City Finals. Here's what's coming up tonight. We're bringing you bonus material that's never been seen before.
Oh my gosh, how are you?
Including the moment these ninja journeys began. Plus, the breakout stars. And another rookie turns in one of the best performances we've seen. The craziest costumes. Oh! And we'll count down the top runs of the season.
I made it.
I'm getting chills. Sam Smith coming up on American Ninja Warrior. Oh! Wow! Oh!
She just did a flip. Oh, right in the face.
Hard landing. Whoa!
He just got body slammed.
There's no shortage of epic wipeouts, crashes, and spills on American Ninja Warrior, but sometimes it's not the size of the fall that matters, but the size of the star.
And this season, we had some ninja veterans shock us all with early exits.
There were a record 22 obstacles added for Season 7, and their impact was felt right away by our first runner of the year.
Oh, he's stuck on the silk mat.
2-time Vegas veteran and fan favorite, Kyle Cochran. Oh my goodness! I'm speechless, Akbar. By the end of the Venice qualifying, the mini silk slider had claimed a record 48 victims. Oh!
The one that shocked me was a guy that I expected to go far this season, the Adonis, Rob Moravsky.
No!
I missed it. Can't believe I missed that.
Just a week later, we set a new record when 51 Houston competitors succumbed to the tilting slide. Oh! But it wasn't just the new obstacles that caused problems. We made minor alterations to some classic obstacles and created some major headaches. Oh!
After like the 5th or 6th spin, I don't even know. I was like so discombobulated that I don't even know what happened.
The rolling log only took out 21 competitors, but it affected everybody. He's using his fingers to help focus his eyes and stop the spinning.
Every city had an obstacle that took out at least 57% of the athletes that attempted it. Oh! The big question is, can anyone get past this obstacle? But there was one that even had elite ninjas shaking their heads. No! Venice's hourglass drop. It knocked out 80% of the competitors in qualifying. Oh! Campbell misses.
Man, that thing is tricky. I thought I hit it right, but it just shot me forward.
The Venice competitors are going to be having nightmares about that trampoline until next season begins.
But of course, the season's biggest shocker came from one of our smallest athletes. At the Houston qualifying, everyone was watching to see if Mighty Casey could make history once again. It is time for the most anticipated run of the season. And it feels like the entire city of Houston is here in attendance. They're all here to watch that woman, Casey Catanzaro, the star of American Ninja Warrior last season, make her return. The question on everyone's mind is simple. Can Mighty Casey do it again?
Last season in the Dallas qualifiers, I was the first woman to get up the warped wall.
Catanzaro looking to make history.
Being able to make that happen in front of all of those people was definitely a dream come true.
She's about to do the impossible for a second time!
When I hit that buzzer in Dallas in the city finals,
Casey Catanzaro has done it!
I had no idea how much the world would care, and it's been an awesome ride since then. It was amazing how fast that run grew over the internet. I love how so many people have kind of taken to my story. I've had a lot of women come up to me and say that I've inspired them because I'm only 5 feet tall.
Casey Catanzaro gives girls just this confidence and just to show that it is possible.
She was a big inspiration of why I decided to send in a submission video.
I saw Casey get up the warp wall last year, and if she can do it, I should get off the couch and at least try.
It was extremely amazing to see a woman really kind of show the men that we're just as capable of being in a competition against them.
If Casey can do it, then it's possible.
We're all grateful to her because it gave us a sense of empowerment.
That's right, ladies! It does definitely feel like I have a whole nation of people kind of sitting on my shoulders and expecting me to do really well. And in one way, that's really flattering. But on the other end, it definitely is a lot of pressure because I don't want to let all of those people down or let myself down. But mentally, I know that I'm ready, I'm focused, I want it more than ever, and I just want to get there and I want to hit that buzzer.
There's Casey's family along with her boyfriend, Brent Stephenson, who finished the course earlier tonight. Everyone is on their feet here in Houston as mighty Casey gets set to run. She completely broke the glass ceiling that was the warped wall for women, set the new standard. Now she's coming in with expectations and pressure. An entire nation knows who this woman is.
She has to be super focused, all eyes on Casey Catanzaro.
Nice 2-foot technique here on the quintuple steps. Looking great. It's a long reach for the 5-foot-tall Casey Catanzaro, or she likes to say, 5 foot nothing.
Big swings, Casey, push it.
And only 100 pounds. The tilted slider is all about strength to weight ratio, and hers is one of the best.
We all know her story was the NCAA Gymnast of the Year at Towson University in Maryland.
Oh! Did you see how high she got?
You'll remember last year, she really fed off the Dallas crowd during her historic runs, doing the same here tonight. See those young girls on the edge of their seats. It's amazing the inspiration this woman has become for girls all around the country. Such balance. Brent really felt relief getting through it this year. Casey, so much pressure, so much expectations, but she continues to answer the bell.
But Casey says this is the obstacle that worries her the most. There are some big jumps for someone her size.
She is so small, but so mighty. It's amazing to think with the rock climbing, she's even stronger than she was last year.
She has redefined what people see as strength. No longer is it the big muscle bodybuilding type. Casey Catanzaro at 5 feet, 100 pounds, doing her thing.
Akbar, she is really swinging her body here, trying to close that gap to the trapeze bar.
Yeah, but it's not smooth at all. Look at the hitch in her swing. That net is kicking back on her. I don't know if she... Oh, what?
Can't make the transition, and the mighty Casey comes up short on the cargo crossing. Utter disbelief, Akbar.
What?
But the crowd rewarding her. They absolutely love her. While Casey was disappointed by her fall in Houston, she still earned a wild card spot, meaning she will be competing here in Vegas.
And the truth is, she will always be a trailblazer for women, and I can't wait to see her run again.
In fact, we can reveal that Casey Catanzaro, Megan Martin, and Michelle Warnke, the first 3 women ever to make it up the warp wall, will all be here in Vegas as wild cards. We'll reveal more of the wild cards later in the show. Coming up. There it is. He's got it! What run is your favorite? Neil Craver refusing to let go. We're counting down to our top runs of the year. Plus, it's the Comeback Kings.
Are you back? Hey, he's back!
The biggest stories of redemption. Up next on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to Las Vegas, where we're getting ready for next week's national finals of American Ninja Warrior. And there it is, stage 4. Will this be the year one athlete makes it up and takes home $1 million? Tonight we'll be looking at some of the favorites to win it all, as well as some of our favorite moments leading up to this point. And one word we heard a lot this year was redemption, as we saw ninja legends return to greatness. We're talking about guys like Brent Stephenson. Once the top ninja in this competition, he made a shocking early exit last year in Dallas qualifying.
Stephenson's in trouble. Oh my goodness.
But he redeemed himself in Houston this year with a dazzling sprint to the top of the warped wall. And Drew Dreschel, who failed to make it to Mount Midoriyama last year for the first time in his ninja career.
Oh, unbelievable.
That is shocking.
But he fought his way back to Vegas with a stellar performance in the Orlando City Finals. No quit in this young man. He's going for a reverse dismount, Akbar.
Oh, right there! And he's done it! And we'll see both of them here on stage 1. They're going to be 2 of the favorites.
Well, everyone loves a good comeback story, and none was bigger than that of Flip Rodriguez. The masked man pulled off one of the biggest surprises of the season when he stepped to the starting line in Orlando. And next up, one of the most recognized competitors in Ninja Warrior history, it's the masked man, Flip Rodriguez. He's competed in 5 seasons, but last year is one he wants to forget. 25-year-old Flip Rodriguez. Oh! He hit the water! The unthinkable!
Last season was a tough season for me.
This crowd is speechless.
The anger that I felt for something so simple knocking me out, that I was willing to hit a concrete wall.
I've never seen somebody take something that hard. This sport means the world to him. To go out the way that he did, I mean, it really broke him.
He just kept saying, I let everyone down, and he didn't want to come back.
I said, screw it, I'm done. I just threw away 6 months for 24 seconds of failure. After getting the support and everything from the little kids and stuff that write to me and say, you know, don't worry, it happens, you'll get it next year, like, I got very inspired to continue and to chase my dreams.
He took all that negative energy and he put it into his training. I believe he's ready.
This year, you are seeing a completely new Flip.
I waited a whole year to get this thing right. Last year was in the past, Vegas is in my future.
Last year, one of the most stunning results we've ever seen on American Ninja Warrior. And look at this Flip taking off the mask.
Without the mask.
This is different, a different Flip. The mask is off, and that is a bold statement.
Wow, you don't get a chance to see Flip Rodriguez and see what he looks like.
Well, this may signal a new Flip.
Wow, one side of the steps.
Well, he said he was going to be different, less of an entourage, more serious about the competition. This year has limited his crew to just close family and friends. 5'10", 156 pounds, has seen the rolling log in the past, but not this amped up version.
That's it. Wait for the velocity to stop and dismount.
Started to work as a motivational speaker this past year. Spoke to teams in Bermuda about success and failure, and brought up last year's fall and how it humbled him. His girlfriend on the sidelines, along with his training partner, Tiana Weberly, Flip never seen him compete without the mask. Whoa! Not too comfortable there on the paddle boards, Akbar.
Well, you know, but it was good because he had the high knees and his feet were moving quick, and that's all that you need to be successful here.
Fourth obstacle, this is where he went out last year. Flip, so often known for his speed, said he really wanted to be focused this year.
Yeah, and this is not the normal go-for-broke Flip Rodriguez we're accustomed to. He is super focused right now.
Well, he took off the mask to show he's a new Flip, and you can see it much more serious. And through the fourth obstacle. And I like this. We're really seeing a mature Flip. Losing the mask, we're seeing the man behind it.
Look at Flip Rodriguez. I mean, he looks like a spider on the double tilt ladder.
Well, it's amazing. He has really filled out, gotten so much stronger. His skill was always there. I think it was the mental focus that was always the biggest issue for Flip.
Well, do you believe that he's focused right now?
Absolutely. And now he can let it fly. Whoa!
Look at that.
Flip Rodriguez is back. And that had to feel good for Flip.
Boy, he just exited out of the backstage.
No celebration.
Nothing. Let's take another look. For the first time in 5 seasons, Flip Rodriguez took off his mask and ran the course, turning in one of the most impressive performances here in Orlando. Matt, I'm excited to see what Flip can do now that he's back in Las Vegas.
Absolutely. And coming up, we'll look at some of the other favorites and show you some never-before-seen footage from American Ninja Warrior. Coming up, our military special was filled with heroes, but one run stood above the rest.
Dustin McKinney, you little firecracker, go!
See it when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. Just off the Vegas Strip, we're building all 4 stages that make up Mount Midoriyama. Our course testers and workers are making sure this course will be ready for the national finals that start next week. Tonight we're showing you some of the people to watch for in the finals and reliving some of the best moments from the season.
And Matt, among the highlights for me, definitely our military episodes. We set up the course in front of the USS Iowa in San Pedro, and all of our competitors were either current or former members of the U.S. Armed Forces.
And the Coast Guard rescue swimmer stays dry.
Man up, Stratus.
Right up the wall.
Yes! And just like in other cities, the top 15 moved on, and we'll see them compete here in Vegas.
And we saw so many great stories in our military specials, but the biggest moment came from the smallest man competing. On an unrelenting course that looked impossible, 5'2" naval officer Dustin McKinney led the way. Up next at the starting line is Dustin McKinney. This naval officer from Georgia is the smallest competitor here tonight, but he has perhaps the biggest heart, and he knows what it's like to work his way up the ranks.
Last year, I fell on a spider obstacle twice in Miami and Vegas.
Oh! Wow! Unbelievable!
After I hit the water in Vegas,
oh!
I spent the entire year devoted to working on every weakness that I have. So I trained on the spider climb, and now I'm a master of it. I honed in those weaknesses, and I made up strengths. This year might be my last chance to compete on American Ninja Warrior for a while. After this, I'll be going to sea duty for 2 or 3 years, and I won't get a chance to train like I want to do or to compete like I want to. This is my opportunity to show America that I can do this. I put in the time and I put in the dedication, and I am ready to take down any obstacle that stands in my way. I will be the first American Ninja Warrior.
Go, Dustin! And everyone loves Dustin. Fellow ninjas Brian Kretsch and Alan Keneally showing support. Kretsch still on crutches after being injured in the Venice qualifying. I am excited for McKinney. This little man made such a big impact last year. At the time of his run, he was the shortest person ever to get up the warped wall. Of course, Casey Catanzaro at 5 feet holds that distinction. McKinney, though, 5'2", 140. Maybe his last season competing in American Ninja Warrior, because he says coming years he's going to be deployed, so he wants to make the most of this opportunity.
Well, you know, if that's the case for Dustin McKinney, he needs to give everything he has here.
He's hooking his elbows. He's trying to save those forearms, Akbar, and that is a veteran approach there out of McKinney. Everybody comes out to watch Dustin McKinney. McKinney will need to at least make it to the swinging frames to earn a return trip to Vegas. Stumbled, but he's through.
Unbelievable. That was close.
Nearly coaching up his friend. Really amazing to see how these ninjas support one another. Really unlike any other sport. Kitty's wife Tish and 3-year-old son back in Georgia. Tish expecting their second child in a few weeks. Great technique there, Akbar. Again, going with that straight arm, trying to save energy for the back half.
Well, that's because he's experienced. He knows this finals course is a marathon, not a sprint. He's got to save something for the back half.
And he went for the dismount there. This is an efficient run he's putting together.
Yeah, buddy.
He's one of only 10 athletes to make it past the I-beam crossing qualifying. And look at that rapid approach. 5'2", 140, very efficient. Good strength to weight ratio.
Look at that.
He is comfortable here.
Uh-oh. All right, here it is. Get that transition up. Yeah, and he's smart, using his feet on the ledge, giving his arms a break.
On to the final section now. The ledge at the end only an inch wide.
Keep going.
Almost there.
Keep going.
McKinney, this is such an efficient run. Just impressive. He got up that work wall so easily in qualifying. Looked like he could have hooked it with his armpits. And again, right up and explosive.
I felt like he could keep running.
As he said earlier, he has to jump higher and work harder to do these obstacles, but it never stops him.
It's easy, bud. It'll take you.
Pop it and lock it.
Great leap. And right up, a great use of that body. And by touching the first frame, he's assured his spot in the top 15. He's going back to Vegas.
This move right here to the second frame, this is going to be tough for a guy his size. That's a 4-foot. Oh, yeah!
He just jumped for it.
Use that momentum to make up for the lack of wingspan, and now use that body momentum to get onto the platform.
You got it. Yeah.
All the way. Swing your body.
Dustin McKinney, only a handful of runners have made it this far, and the crowd is totally behind him.
Yeah, baby. I got these balls. I got it. I got it. Yeah, you do. I got it. Trust me. This is the one you want.
Now the 9th obstacle, the Globe Grasper. Only one athlete has made it past it tonight.
And I think his size may be an advantage on this. He's only got to carry his 140 pounds across these globes, and that's a lot less weight than some of the others.
Well, you can see this is that height.
Oh, the decline!
And a great pace out of McKinney. Only 5'2", it's a long reach for the young man.
Stay focused. Focus on every grip.
Look at the movement.
Oh, man. He's so close.
He's done it! And Dustin McKinney has made it to the final obstacle.
This run's giving me flashbacks to Casey Catanzaro last year.
Take your time, dude. Take your time. This one's tough.
Matthew Jensen, the only competitor to reach this point, and he could not get up to 30 feet to the buzzer. Can the smallest man in the field break through and be the first to finish this course? Whoa! And what an aggressive pace. Again, once he starts, he goes full throttle, full speed.
Dustin McKinney, you little firecracker, go!
Look at him fighting 5 feet away.
This is unbelievable.
And McKinney, he's gonna do it. We finally have a finisher. And what an emotional moment for sure for Dustin McKinney. He has delivered a fantastic run.
I am so happy for him.
And look at that. I love the elation, a well-earned celebration for Dustin McKinney. Coming up, they made history all season. Jon Stewart, the oldest man ever to make it at the Warp Club. This year's impressive senior class is up next. Plus,
don't fall. Don't fall.
After a season of impressive performances, Ian Dorian is going to Vegas. We'll reveal our picks for the top runs of the year when American Ninja Warrior returns. Building Mount Midoriyama is no easy task. It takes our crews more than 2 weeks to put together all 4 stages on what is normally an empty lot just off the strip. More than 100 workers will be here day and night right up until the first runner.
And Matt, people are gonna love some of the changes we've made to the course.
We'll get our first full look when we kick off on stage 1 next week. But tonight, we're looking back at some of the best moments from this season. And some of those were provided by our ageless wonders. 53 years old, the oldest man ever to get up the warp wall if he can do it. It started in Kansas City when 53-year-old Jon Stewart broke the record he set last season. He is back and became the oldest to get up the wall. But a week later, it was another milestone. This may be the most shredded 55-year-old I've ever seen. He is in phenomenal shape. What? When 55-year-old Vance Yarder made it to the 5th obstacle in Houston, he became the oldest to qualify for a city finals. But then, 2 weeks later, gymnastics coach Miles Avery survived a tough Pittsburgh course. Oh! And he does it. What? And he became the oldest ever to move on to a city finals round at 56 years young. Look at this! He's got it! Yes! But it is tough to top 72-year-old Chuck Mamay.
This one's gonna get you, and this one's gonna get you more.
In our military episode, this Vietnam vet became the oldest ever to attempt the course.
Hold on, no.
Oh! Well, he may not have made it far, but the Chuckster was an inspiration.
To be on the greatest show on earth, American Ninja Warrior, it's wonderful.
You gotta love the old guys. How can you not be inspired when you watch those guys?
Well, one of our older athletes will be here in Vegas competing against guys half his age. He earned it after one of the most improbable runs of the season. Now it's time for the final run of the night. Trying to secure his own spot in Vegas, the ageless wonder, 48-year-old Sam Sand. And listen to this crowd. Sam is the mayor of the Ninja Warrior community here in Houston. 7 other athletes from his gym competed in the city finals tonight. And there's Sam's wife, Gabby, and daughter, Amber, along with friend and training partner, James Wyatt. Sam Sand is the ageless wonder, but those clothes look like they're out of the 70s, Akbar.
Yeah, he's rocking the mesh tank top. Well, he might be stuck fashion-wise, but I can tell you he's very up-to-date when it comes to the skill set needed to be successful here on American Ninja Warrior.
His gym here in Houston produces so many ninja athletes. In fact, 7 of the 30 competitors who made it to the finals are regulars at Sam Sand's gym.
He not only trains himself, he's training the people that he's competing with. Now, that's a guy that's very confident in his skill set.
Well, he wants to be the trainer for American Ninja Warrior. Judging by the success his athletes have had, he's well on his way. Oh, so nimble, so light on his feet. 5'8", 131 pounds. Out here competing at 48 years old, twice the age of many of the other athletes, and he runs 2 businesses.
And you can see he's going up the side of the net. Looks a little tighter and easier to get through. I think everyone from his gym has used this technique.
When you look at the body type for people who do well in Ninja Warrior, it's so much about strength to weight. And at 131 pounds, it sets up very well for Sam. Of course, last year, Jon Stewart at 52 rewrote the book. The oldest man ever to complete a city finals course. You think Sam has a chance here?
That was cat-like right there for Sam Sand.
And now the swinging spikes. Sam says upper body obstacles like this are his strength. Sailed through this obstacle in qualifying.
Now, this is a bungee one. Watch out for that 5th one.
You can see him preloading it.
Load it.
And you want to do that so it doesn't drop down and tax the grip.
Oh,
look at that.
That's it. Now, hold on. Good.
Look at that.
That was
landing, though, shaking out his
Sam.
hands. Sam looking a little uneasy here. Not sure if the hands are hurting.
Well, I would think at 48 years old, something has got to be hurting.
48, but he goes right up that wall. Wants so badly to finish a finals course, and this crowd wants it for him. Sam's hair much longer than in the past. Says he hasn't cut it since he fell on stage 1 in Vegas last year. Says he won't cut it until he falls again.
Well, that could be a while considering how he looks right now.
With his time to this point, if he can make it up the salmon ladder, he'll be guaranteed a spot in Vegas.
Sam Sand is not going to fall on the salmon ladder. He's practiced this way too many times.
And he's done it. Sam Sand is in the top 15, and he's going back to Vegas for the 3rd year in a row. The first 2 years, it was as a wild card. This year, he's punched his own ticket. Well, only 4 athletes have made it past this obstacle tonight, and they are all a lot younger than Sam Sand. He's trained on the flying bar at Iron Sports, but this obviously different.
The longer you wait, the more energy you zap out. 1 more to go, Sam Sand.
He's got it.
1 more to go, Sam Sand. Go for that.
Love the focus. This.
Oh, smart.
What a mature approach, and then blowing kisses to the crowd. That's why we love Sam Sand.
Look at that. And he's using his elbows to engage the rope so he can save his energy. Smart.
Can you believe this? Some of our best ninjas couldn't make it past that obstacle, and 48-year-old Sam Sand just did. Now the crazy cliffhanger. This is one of the toughest finals courses we've ever had, which makes what he is doing even more impressive. Can Sam do it? How improbable would this be, Akbar? And he's done it! He made the transition! At 48 years old! The crowd is erupting!
All the young guys here at American Ninja Warrior, get your pen and paper out. Sam Sand is taking you to school!
And how improbable a story would this be, Akbar?
Wow.
What does he have left in the tank? Never doubt the survivor. Here we go. And
Sam Sand is coming. He's coming.
Oh, my goodness.
I made it.
I'm getting chills.
I'm going for it.
We come to expect greatness in Texas, and Sam Sand delivers.
Wow. Hit that buzzer. Hit that buzzer.
Sam Sand.
I told you he
in improbable fashion completes this finals course. And this is what the Houston crowd came to see. Coming up, they made impressive debuts.
This girl is strong. There's nothing that she can't do.
Oh, look at that save! Now, these women are ready for Vegas.
Oh, look at that.
We'll reveal some of the women wildcards you'll see here on Stage 1 when American Ninja Warrior returns. Casey Catanzaro, Michelle Warnke, and Megan Martin all made history by getting up the warp wall last season. We called it the Year of the Woman. And inspired by the success of those 3, we were overwhelmed by the number of women who applied to compete this year.
And some of these new female competitors gave us some of the best moments of the season. Some were seasoned athletes like Rose Wetzel, the #1 female obstacle course racer in the world. She's down in her sprint position. Oh, look at that! And college champion pole vaulter Cassie Craig. This is just like she's back on the track at Wichita State. There was also mom Mary Beth Wong, the gymnastic coach, put on a show in Orlando. Look at that! Oh! Naval officer Tori Garcia came up big in our military episode in San Pedro. Tori Garcia is a beast. And who could forget Shucks, Caitlin Shuckwick.
Truly courageous performance.
The college student with Tourette syndrome won over the crowd in Kansas City. From elementary school teachers like Annie Dudek.
She's going for the dismount.
It's not a hard knock like for Annie.
And she's got it. Her incredible run continues. big time.
To computer engineer Aisha Grechka.
Love the strength out of Grechka. Look at this, Akbar.
I see you, Aisha. I've got my eyes on you, Aisha. I've got my eyes on you. Each of these women earned a wild card spot and will be competing here next week in Vegas. And we're going to see all of those talented women right here on stage 1 starting next week.
And the one who's gone farther than any other woman here in Vegas, Megan Martin. And in Kansas City qualifying, she reminded us just how good she really is. And up next, it's crowd favorite Megan Martin. Last season, she was a rock climbing rookie, just happy to be on the course. But this year, she's ready to rock it.
A huge part of the appeal of rock climbing for me is that I get the opportunity to create a path no one's ever taken. It's like being a pioneer, and it's the same with American Ninja Warrior.
I think it's really cool that I've been able to have a lot of firsts in this sport, being like the first female rookie to complete a qualifier.
Yes! Megan Martin! Oh! She's doing it! Her feet are up!
And then the first girl to do this jumping spider in the half pipe attack on the Vegas course.
Oh, you go, girl, you go!
I definitely want to be an example for the kids that I teach, and I think by being on the show I can do that. There you go, now cross up to blue. When I was growing up, I was always athletic, and I always had pretty big muscles, and those were kind of things that I was kind of embarrassed of. Good, Grace, come on. It's really nice that now that that kind of stuff is in, and little girls can be like, yeah, I want to be strong too. Yes! That was awesome! Some of them have started going to parkour gyms. They're like, I'm gonna be an American Ninja Warrior when I'm 21. I'm like, yes, you are. You're gonna crush it.
There's Brent Stevenson along with Casey Catanzaro and the Wolfpack, Noah, Ian, and Brian, ready to watch Megan rock this course.
Last year, Megan Martin shook up the world, and now she's back. Let me tell you something. This girl is big time, prime time, showtime, all time.
This year, Megan competes first, so she gets to set the bar.
Now she's got to make this transition with this jump. There it is.
Wow.
A high jump.
So high on the rope. And you know what I loved is before she ran, she showed us her fingernails, the bow in her hair. She's a girly girl. And she said, that's right, I'm coming out here and I'm competing like a girl.
This year, the girls came to play. And Megan is all business. She wants to be the first woman of the season to beat the warped wall.
This could be the toughest obstacle for her, though. Just 5'4", about 5 to 6 feet between those tiles.
Hop, hop, go!
Nicely!
And she still has the flower in her hair.
Mighty Casey cheering her on. She is a hardcore, this is a professional climber. She was a pole vaulter at Vanderbilt, still holds the record indoor and outdoor.
I'm a big fan of Megan Martin, I can tell you right now.
Should feel right at home here on the modified ring toss.
Yeah, and it's all about figuring it out as you go.
Look at the momentum, though. Excellent technique.
This is the way you do it. Guys and girls, pay attention.
Rocks back and forth and uses that momentum to help get that back ring off and lock it in.
There it is. She's got strong arms, strong upper body. She's all around a total athlete.
She's a little uneven here, though, Akbar. The momentum going in different directions. Needs to calm it down.
She's calm. She's a rock climber. Everybody stay calm. There is no problem here for Megan Martin.
And there she goes. Good recovery.
She was just catching her breath. She's got her groove back.
And look at that. I got to say, that it took a rock climber strength. Oh, look at the spin on the next
360 in the air.
I love it, showing how strong the women are.
Well, she's one of the top female rock climbers in America, and she's showing it tonight.
No woman has been able to get through Bungee Road, but Megan Martin used to making history.
There it is. Get up there, girl.
A great mount. And look at that upper body strength, that grip strength.
And no panic. She's totally in control. That's it.
Great control. I love the mental focus out of Megan Martin.
Don't use your feet now. You gotta grab on. Look at the rock climber in her. Look at the rock climber in her.
Look at this, Megan Martin, a few feet away from becoming the first woman to complete Bungee Road.
There it is.
And she's done it. History again out of Megan Martin. Last year, along with Casey Catanzaro and Michelle Warnke, they were the first women ever to get up the warped wall. Megan Martin, 14 feet away from being the first woman to finish in back-to-back seasons. She's part of an elite group of women who've made it up the warp wall, but never take it for granted.
No, you can never take it for granted, and a true athlete knows that. That's it. Yes, sir.
Megan Martin does it! Yes! And she hits the buzzer, the first woman to complete this city qualifying course.
You did it, girl! You did it!
Megan Martin does it again!
Oh, look at that!
Megan, what do you want to tell the girls out there? Coming up.
Oh, my goodness!
It's been an epic season. Oh, come on. Look at the confidence. And we'll pick our top runs of the year. Plus,
Oh my goodness!
for the first time, see the moment these athletes got the good news.
I got an American Ninja Warrior!
When American Ninja Warrior returns. And a little jig. Oh!
Look at that!
Oh! Striking the flag. And a little dance. What was that?
There was nothing gonna stop Lutalo Seifers! Did he just do a heel kick?
And we're going to see more celebrations like those next week when we kick off the national finals of American Ninja Warrior.
That is sheer joy when they reach the top.
But there's another celebration that viewers have never seen before. It's when our competitors get the call and find out they've been chosen to compete on the show.
Hello?
Hello, this is Jim.
Yes, this is him.
Yeah, this is she.
Speaking.
Guess who's on the phone?
American Ninja Warrior.
American Ninja Warrior? Oh my gosh, how are you? I'm gonna give you some very exciting news right now.
Oh my goodness! This better not be a joke. I'm gonna hurt somebody if it's a joke. What's the thing? What's the deal? What's going on? I got an American Ninja Warrior! Sakata! Yeah, baby, yeah! We're going to Kansas City, bro.
American Ninja Warrior, I'm in, okay?
What do you got to say about that, buddy?
I'm just shocked.
This is for real? This is a prank call, isn't it?
All the bragging I got from my wife about hanging ropes from my ceiling in our house has finally paid off.
It's been a dream come true.
Oh, that's awesome. Can you give me a second real quick?
Thank you so much.
So amazing to actually see those phone calls. They all just want a chance to compete.
Many times, they're not just representing themselves, they're running for others. And that makes their moments of triumph that much sweeter. Like this run from the Pittsburgh qualifying round. Up next is Washington, D.C. firefighter Mike Bernardo. Mike's competed previously 5 times on American Ninja Warrior, and each time he wore his fireman's uniform to the starting line, but not this year.
Mike, I know, is very proud to be a DC fireman and does a great job when he's here at work.
Every year, I've kind of become known for coming up to the starting line in my turnout coat and my helmet, representing them.
Oh, no, what happened? Just slid off.
When I failed early on the 3rd obstacle in qualifying last year,
Michael Bernardo just in shock.
it was basically a disaster for me. It was really embarrassing. I really felt like I had let a lot of people down that were pulling for me.
I told him this year, I said, don't wear that turnout gear unless you're gonna get through that course. When you finish at the top, then you put that gear on. He's representing all of us here in DC. Make us proud.
I didn't come to lose. I gotta earn my stripes back this year, so that's what I plan to do.
His fellow firefighter and competitor Noel Reyes holding the jacket for him. And there it is. The cheer that means, here I go. and right through the quintuple steps. Bernardo feels he has not lived up to his potential, but says this year will be the year, Akbar. Fireman with a nice move, ducking under the log.
Well, this is the third obstacle which took him out last year. And as we've seen, snake crossing is very tricky. Mike Bernardo cannot overthink it. Don't fall into that trap.
Well, Mike says he's brought meditation and visualization into his training this year to avoid doing just that, to stay mentally focused on these obstacles. Bernardo making good progress. This back half, though, so problematic.
You better treat this snake crossing like it's on fire. Just run and go for it.
This is a guy who was on a flight to Tokyo, actually saved a passenger by performing CPR. He has been in life and death situations. Yet he says this makes him more nervous.
There it is.
Locked in. Take the leap.
Explode before the pivot. Go for the explosion. You got it, get it.
Nice!
There it is.
I love it. Bernardo, you know, it took a while, but he had a plan.
You got this, Mike. This is the easy part.
Now on the wind chimes, his upper body strength, expect him to excel here. 5'9", 175. And again, it's so great having firefighters, EMS, police officers, soldiers, these people who put their lives on the line for us. We appreciate them so much being out here coming to compete. And seeing how physically gifted they are makes me feel good.
Well, he's physically gifted. This should be easy for him on the wind chime. He's used to kind of maneuvering on poles here. Let's see how he does come here off the dismount.
He is certainly one of the most passionate fans of American Ninja Warrior. One of the most passionate fans, but hasn't had success commensurate with his effort. Feels this could be his breakout year.
You're almost there. You're almost there.
So he should be in very good shape here on the Devil Steps.
I cannot overstate the incredible camaraderie that forms between these competitors. The genuine support and friendship makes this sport amazing.
But when you get out here and you step on this course, you're all by yourself. What can you do on your own?
And you can see this guy is shredded. Bernardo,
you
so
can see
tough.
everything here.
20 feet up, do not look down. As a fireman, feel like he's comfortable going down the ladder. Keep in mind, two of these rungs will move.
They will move. There's a 15-degree tilt here, 15-degree tilt again. Almost home free here.
Bernardo!
I love his intensity. Look at his eyes, the intensity. He wants to earn that jacket back.
Reclaim it.
Yes! That's the passion that I respond to.
Oh, boy, there it is. He is tempted! Oh, with the elbow.
He stands atop the warped wall, going back to the city finals.
This is a big run for Bernardo. Oh, and he's coming down the front. He wants that jacket now.
And look at that, the jacket right on. One fireman to another. He's putting his colors back on, and I love it. He's representing it. That's why I have such respect for these athletes. Coming up, the crazy costumes. Oh! And luscious locks.
All of a sudden, he's got a shampoo commercial.
The best looks of the year. Up next on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. We're just off the Vegas Strip getting Mount Midoriyama ready because next week, it's on. 100 athletes will start on stage 1, hoping they can make it all the way to stage 4. And this year, if someone makes it to the top, they'll take home $1 million.
You know, Matt, people always ask us, what does it take to succeed on American Ninja Warrior? Well, of course, there's athletic ability, determination, and maybe good hair.
This year, as in the past, a few of our ninjas brought a distinctive look to the starting line. From fire breathers to superheroes to ninja babies. Personality is important to some competitors. He got his diaper wet. Captain NBC Jamie Ron has worn a costume for 5 seasons, and now you'll see his neon green wigs all around the course.
How does my green hair look now?
That looks good. Venice competitor Hunter Sidey didn't need a wig. He hasn't cut his hair in 3 years.
Head first, hair first.
And even when he splashed out, he looked good doing it.
All of a sudden, he's got a shampoo commercial.
In Houston, 3-time veteran Jonathan Parr tried a new do this year.
You can see there, he's got A&W7 shaved right into his hair.
Hey, turn around and let me see this. Guys, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna spin you back around now.
And it paid off as he finally finished a course.
And for the first time in 3 years, Parr hits the buzzer. Hey, it worked for John Parr, and he made it to Vegas, and we're gonna see him on stage 1 here next week.
Well, he'll be joined by another Houston competitor who blended the holy trinity of talent, enthusiasm, and phenomenal hair. Up next, one of the most exciting young athletes we've seen in years, Daniel Gill. He's a worship leader in Houston and a man of many talents. And he has one amazing head of hair.
My hair is kind of my signature look. But growing up, I had it short. I just kind of got lazy with cutting it. Eventually, my hair got long enough to where people started commenting on it. Where they would say, hey, you look like Fabio. And so I've kept it long since then. Hey, babe, what do you think about the hair today? Me and my girlfriend, Abby, do have very similar hair.
I like it. It looks good.
We'll be walking down the street and people are like, you have amazing hair. And my girlfriend will be like, oh, thank you. And they're like, oh, no, we were talking to your boyfriend. But neither of us are changing it anytime soon and, you know, let the compliments come.
There's Daniel's girlfriend, Abigail.
You think they use the same hair products?
Daniel tells us he eventually wants to pursue an opera career, but for now, focused on American Ninja Warrior. That Kenny G hair making him do some smooth adult contemporary moves through the quintuple steps. One of the trainers at Sam Sand's gym said he and Sam joke about who has the coolest hair.
Oh, right now it's not about the hair. Daniel is cruising. This is the fastest pace we've seen tonight.
Well, this is a guy who didn't compete in any sports in either high school or college. Said he was spending most of his time focused on his singing.
He has got the Houston crowd behind him.
This guy does a lot of work with youth and youth ministries, locking in his feet. He's got an aggressive pace, but that could be a mistake, Akbar, relying solely on the upper body here.
Matt, he's waited too long at 21 years old. He's waited this opportunity to be able to come out here and compete on American Ninja Warrior.
But a great transition.
Look at this.
And he has the fastest pace of the night thus far. Well, the top time to this point is Brent Stevenson's 1 minute 49 seconds, and Gill's got a shot at that. Let's see what kind of grip strength he has left here on the swinging spikes.
We've seen rookies come out of nowhere and become stars. I've got a sneaky suspicion that Mr. Gill here is going to be a star right now.
Wow!
Look at it, he's going for a record time right now.
This guy, look at the smile on his face.
Look at this, just a test to look for.
And he is blowing away this course, the fastest time of the night, and the best here thus far, Daniel Gill, the Lion's Mane.
Hey, Gil, how does that hair look so good? What's the secret?
Practice.
This was his first time on the course, and Daniel Gill just dominated. He finished 20 seconds faster than the next fastest finisher, an impressive debut by the 21-year-old rookie. I'm telling you, Matt, Daniel Gill's got skills.
Well, he'll get his first look at stage 1 here in Vegas next week. Coming up, after 6 cities and hundreds of hopefuls, we're counting down to our favorite runs of the year. Plus, they waited for days to get their shot. Now these walk-ons have a shot at $1 million in Vegas. Walk-on! Walk-on! Their stories up next on American Ninja Warrior. From the air, it looks like another casino. But we're actually building all 4 stages of Mount Midoriyama. getting ready for next week's national finals here in Las Vegas.
And we're going to see 100 of the best ninja athletes from across the country. Those that made it through the city final rounds, plus a few fan favorites selected as wild cards.
And of those 100, 6 are actually walk-ons. These are the guys that camped out for weeks, just hoping to get a chance to run the course.
Let's go, walk on!
Oregon's Allen Adams' Christmas present from his dad was a ticket to Kansas City to wait in the walk-on line, and he made the most of it.
That's for you, Dad! That's for you!
He finished the qualifying course, and a few weeks later in the city finals, came up just short of qualifying for Vegas.
That's why we're doing it, because anything can happen, baby. Anything can happen.
Gordon White did earn a ticket to Vegas.
He is looking strong.
The dog trainer from Georgia waited 12 days in the Orlando walk-on line and turned in one of the best runs on a difficult finals course.
Wow!
Great technique. But the ultimate walk-on warrior was Adam Arnold. He waited 10 days in Kansas City, but didn't get to run. So he drove to Orlando and waited 10 days there. He not only finished the qualifying course, a few weeks later, he was the first finisher on a nearly impossible finals course. What an unbelievable story! And he paid tribute to his walk-on brothers. Now, those that earned a trip to Vegas have a chance at $1 million. And one of our walk-ons truly exemplifies what the experience is all about. Up next, just an amazing story. This is PJ Granger. PJ drove here from Indiana and camped out for 10 days in the walk-on line. He even took baths in the river. But for PJ, running this course symbolizes a big turnaround in his life.
I grew up in a religious community. We had a real strict dress attire. We weren't allowed to go to sporting events or watch TV. When I was 19, I left the church. I went through a marriage and a divorce rather quick. I was at a dark time in my life. I was depressed. I just felt like everything I was going through, I had to fight by myself. And so I just relied on alcohol to help me. What made me change the most was meeting my wife.
He was drinking all the time, but I saw something in him, so I quit my job as a bartender. He stopped drinking, and we had a little girl, and we started a life. And you know, he went from being a raging alcoholic to being this Mr. Athlete.
When I was a kid growing up, I wasn't really allowed to play organized sports. I knew I had an athletic ability, and I've never been able to showcase my skills.
My son and I were watching American Ninja Warrior, and he came in and said, I can do that. He started with a pull-up bar in the hallway. Then he built the salmon ladder.
I go on runs around the town of Bedford. And then there's bridges on the trail. I train on the underpass of the highway. American Ninja Warrior has changed my life. I want to be the best person, father, and husband that I could be.
PJ's family is here from Indiana, including his mom on the right and his stepson there on the left. PJ only weighs 135 pounds. May not look like a world-class athlete, but he truly believes he has the skills to run this course. That's why he went through so much to get here.
Uh-oh, and he's taking his shirt off.
Can you imagine taking baths in the Monongahela River next to the course? That is dedication, Akbar.
Look at him pull up those shorts. He wants as much skin contacting that log as possible. His skin is gonna stick to that log better than a shirt, so he's just trying to get a better grip on the log.
And it worked, no problems on the log grip. Well, PJ is a construction worker back in Bedford, Indiana. Doesn't have a ninja gym nearby, so does a lot of his training around town. Now looking at the obstacle that has been deadly tonight. Good balance there.
Wow. He's not looking like a rookie tonight.
And now the second section, which initially twists right, then halfway through, twists left.
And right about here is where it pivots to the left. You have to be ready for it. Like that. Yeah. Wow, PJ Granger handling a difficult obstacle with ease.
Well, just being here means so much to him. He actually drove to Kansas City, tried to walk on there, didn't make it, so he drove here and slept 10 days in a tent.
I would say for PJ Granger, this is his moment. This is the time to show everybody that he is the man, and he is moving through these wind chimes like a hot knife through butter.
No one has moved through this obstacle so quickly. PJ Granger looking like a machine here, and he's going for the dismount. He's got it. And look at his wife, so proud of him. Now PJ will try to keep this run alive at the Devil's Steps. Remember, because of his upbringing, never played any sports growing up, but always believed he could be athletic.
And remember, no ninja gyms for PJ. Most of his training comes from hanging off bridges back in his hometown.
And now this transition at the top, so challenging. And he's got it!
Wow, are you kidding me? And the tilting steps don't even faze him. You sure this guy's not a rock climber?
And the walk-on is now staring down the warp wall.
Oh boy, now he told us he's never tried a warp wall before.
Oh! Can't get it on the first attempt. Now he's got to regroup, a little winded. Now he wants the crowd to cheer him on. So great for him after all he's been through, being out here living, as he calls it, the clean life. Now you can see that deep breath. Got to be enjoying this moment, but down to 2 attempts on the warp wall. Came from Indiana and waited 10 days in the walk-on line for this.
That's it, patience.
Oh, and just hangs on. And PJ Granger's going to do it. Our first finisher of the night here in Pittsburgh. And look at the smile on his face. That says it all after the year he's had. It's got to be a great moment to be triumphant atop the warp wall.
You want to see sheer joy? Look at his face. Look at his wife's face. That's a memory this family will never forget. That's what this show is all about.
Hi, Mama. Stop crying.
An emotional run, and he followed that up with another good run at the Pittsburgh City Finals, which earned PJ a trip here to Vegas. We'll see him next week. Coming up, inspirational and unforgettable.
The crowd on their feet showing their support.
The most emotional runs of the season. Up next on American Ninja Warrior. Stephen France walking up on an artificial leg.
Oh! Yes! Come on! Okay, Stephen France.
He has the prosthetic leg. An AT3 through the tilting slider, and the crowd going crazy. Only a few months ago, she was going through chemo. After what Danielle has been through, just standing at the start line is a victory. Stephen is autistic. His greatest wish was to run this course. Look at his mom, tears in her eyes.
The crowd on their feet showing their support for a truly courageous performance.
Wow, just seeing those faces once again reminds us what an emotional season this has been.
And the really courageous competitors we met this year, some of those still give me chills.
Well, there was one in particular that happened in Kansas City that truly touched all of us. If there is a single moment that captures our entire season, it's this one. Up next, a truly remarkable story. He's a 31-year-old insurance agent from South Weaver, Utah. This is Michael Stanger. He waited in the walk-on line 8 days to run this course. He's doing it for his wife, Enadina. She has a terminal illness, and quite frankly, they don't know how much longer she has, but this is one experience they wanted to share together.
I want to do cartwheels.
Should we do cartwheels inside or outside?
Outside.
About 3 or 4 months after our second child was born, my wife started getting dizzy. She started having these muscle spasms. There were points where she couldn't even breathe. She was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
It's a genetic disorder, and it affects my collagen. The glue that holds my body together just doesn't hold. Everything's kind of just falling apart.
Oh, there it went. It was maybe 6 or 7 months later, she was in a wheelchair. I never expected to talk about my wife's death so much, but she could die, and so it's always pretty much a constant fear. When she first started getting sick, I probably weighed about 185, and I had a big gut, and my arms were weak and small, and I couldn't lift her. I would hurt my back, I'd be hurting her, you know, picking her up.
He started working out a lot. He dropped like 30 pounds, and he started building muscle, and he transformed his life.
I got into shape, and then when I was watching American Ninja Warrior on TV, I thought it was actually a possibility.
I just saw that light in him, and I saw that it was his dream, and because of that, it became both of our dreams.
We've learned to live every day as if it's our last. Not to put off our goals and our dreams and our passions till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come.
Well, we have no idea how well he'll do here, but what a story. Michael waited in the walk-on line, wasn't even sure if he'd get to run. His wife, Enadina, was in a car 23 hours so she could see this moment, driven here by their friends Beth and Scott Hess.
This is an emotional run for Michael Stenger. You got to believe he's going to bring his A game.
Waited in line for 8 days for his shot at this course. It was that important for him. Wanted his wife to see this.
After what this family has gone through, I can't help but to be a fan of Michael in this moment.
Oh, we have so many reminders about what's really important in life. We've seen families brought together by American Ninja Warrior, but nothing like this. Says he's so happy to be out here and get a chance to compete and hopefully put a smile on her face. And look at that, he's doing just that.
You can do this, Michael Stenger. Come on. This is a physical love letter to his wife.
I gotta say, we've seen some strong performances, but I think even more impressive tonight have been some of the emotional moments we've seen. And this one, another one of these great moments we'll never forget.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is impressive. Michael Stenger, after 8 days in the walk-on line, has just finished the ring toss.
What a story.
Look at that. I love it. Millions watching and thousands here in the stands, and really, he only cares about one woman right now.
He's focused right now because he's only competing for her.
Look at this, and he is turning in a heck of a performance here.
Come on, hang on. You're too close now.
Got to make this
Hold
transition.
on for dear life. Hold on, rock.
And he's got it. Michael Stenger.
Hold on,
Look at this.
Come on, let her see you go through. Let her see you go through.
Now this is a man who's given so much. Willingly done it, and look at this. This is just how you write it up. This is out of a movie. What a tremendous moment. Enadina cheering him on. Her husband 14 feet away from realizing a tremendous dream.
There it is.
He's done it.
There it is.
Are you kidding me? Michael Stenger
right there.
Hits the buzzer. What a moment for this family. I'm tearing up. This is
I've got
unbelievable.
tears in my eyes right now for Mike.
And look, the look on his wife's face, Akbar.
Oh my gosh! Oh my God!
she will never forget this run.
I gotta say, this has been one of the most emotional nights in the history of American Ninja Warrior, and what a great moment. Right now, he's standing by with Kristine.
Mike, that was an amazing run. You were in the walk-on line. Why was it so important to you to stick it out and wait and run this course?
Well, I talked to my wife, and she doesn't know if she's going to be around next year, and so she told me to come to the walk-on line. She wanted to see me do it, so I said, we'll do whatever it takes.
What does it mean to you to be experiencing this and seeing him do as well as he did?
This makes everything worth it. Like, he's my husband, he's my life, and I'm just so proud of him. I couldn't be more proud.
Congratulations, this was awesome. I'm glad that you were out here. We're gonna see you in the city finals, guys.
Coming up.
Oh, no! Why would you do that? That doesn't make sense.
After more than 700 runs across 6 cities, James the Beast McGrath will reveal our top 3 when American Ninja Warrior returns. Next week, the event we've all been waiting for. The National Finals in Las Vegas. The best of the best will get their shot at glory and $1 million. Attempting to defeat all 4 stages of Mount Midoriyama will be some of our greatest athletes, including the comeback kid, Flip Rodriguez.
I believe in Flip Rodriguez. I think this is his year. This is his year.
And crowd favorite, Kevin Bull. The Bull is back! And the only woman to qualify for the national finals, Jessie Graff. And she's got
there you go.
All have one goal, to become the first ever American Ninja Warrior. There it is, stage 4. Will this be the year one athlete makes it up and takes home $1 million?
I'm gonna say it, Matt. These athletes just keep getting better, and I think this is the year we crown the first American Ninja Warrior.
Well, we've already had many firsts this season, and one was turned in by a female competitor with a remarkable run at the Venice City Finals. Our countdown of the top 3 runs of the year has to include the Venice Finals run of Jessie Graff.
Akbar, I am so impressed with this woman.
The hourglass drop had knocked out some of the most experienced athletes, but the 5'8" stunt woman figured it out. Yes! That's it! What technique out of Jessie Graff! She followed that with another amazing moment, going where only 3 other women had gone before. And she's got it! Jessie Graff, just the 4th woman ever to get up the warp wall! And this crowd is losing their minds. She then became the first athlete of the night to conquer the rumbling dice.
This is an unbelievable performance.
Moments later, her remarkable run came to an end on the clear clock. Oh! And Jessie Graff is out on the 9th obstacle, but at that moment, Jessie Graff became the first woman to sit atop a city finals leaderboard. It would be the longest run of the season by a female competitor. Our second run of the year comes from Houston.
Wow! That's the way you're supposed to do it.
After falling last season, Olympic gymnast John Horton had to wait in the walk-on line for his chance to run, but he made the most of it.
Whoa!
Barely
Did that
hangs
look like he was
on.
in the Olympics?
Wow! And when he reached the warped wall, the 5'1" Horton made history. And Horton has done it, and at 5'1", the shortest man ever to scale the warped wall. And our final run of the year comes from Kansas City and the Cowboy Ninja Lance Pekus.
The hat is coming off, Akbar.
You know what that means. It's showtime.
The Idaho rancher had never finished a city finals course.
Finding his rhythm.
And the course in KC was extremely difficult, especially the body prop.
Oh! Watch yourself!
But Pekus came through. And the Cowboy has done it! And raced up the invisible ladder to hit his first finals buzzer. Pekus, look at him go! And become the fastest finisher of the night.
If
It was indeed an awesome moment, and we're going to see so many more when we kick it off here in Las Vegas in 1 week.
Pull up a chair, get the popcorn ready, and watch out, Mount Midoriyama. They are coming for you.
For Akbar, Gbaja-Biamila, I'm Matt Iseman. We'll see you next time right here for the national finals of American Ninja Warrior.
After 7 years, 241 obstacles, over 3,000 contestants, it's all led to this. Next Monday, the finals are here.
I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna give it everything that I got.
Nothing's gonna stop me.
This is my destiny.
History will be made.
And look at this! Yes!
New American Ninja Warrior next Monday on NBC. All new Running Wild with Bear Grylls starts right now, here on NBC.